Welcome to the Child Care Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you are a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Child Care Director's Chair.
Hey guys, it's Erica here with the Child Care Director's Chair podcast. As always, we never disappoint. I have an amazing guest with us today, Paul Buckley. He is the founder of Ratio Staffing in San Francisco, California. However, his company services preschools and centers all over the country. I'm going to give Paul a couple minutes to just tell you a little bit about himself and his company, and then we're going to get into the questions because that's how we do it here on the Child Care Director's Chair podcast. So, Paul, the mic's yours.
Thank you, Erica. Hi, everyone. My name is Paul Buckley, as Erica said. I am a former preschool teacher myself, married to a preschool teacher that I met at a preschool, and we currently have 3 young children, one of which is still in preschool, our youngest, and I am very happy to be here, and I so love talking to anyone of our preschool world, especially someone like Erica who's doing so much. So it's really an honor to be here. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, funny story is my daughter, preschool teacher, just married her husband, Shay, preschool teacher. They got married 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. So yeah, sometimes that happens, but they didn't meet at the preschool, but yeah, lots of things in common. Yeah, lots of things in common there.
Yeah.
So Paul, you have walked in the shoes of both preschool teacher and biotech operations leader. Those are 2 worlds that do not often overlap. How did these experiences come together to inspire Ratio Staff?
Yeah. They came together, one, I guess, just from taking the opportunities as they came, I think. Initially, I was working with children, preschool age and school age, and I loved it, and I loved helping my community and helping families, and I loved every bit of it. My last position working in the classroom full time burned me out. I went to a corporate preschool, and it was clear that this corporation's concern was not the children and the families. So someone there said, hey, my sister's brother's cousin kind of thing is hiring at this other company. And it's the largest biotech company in the world. Has a really strong reputation here in the Bay Area as well. I went and checked it out, and honestly, I was just burned out, right? So I got...
Wait, burnout in preschool? No way.
Exactly.
No way. Are you kidding?
Right. It's I'm burned out after 2 years of work. Just 2 years got to me finally at that corporate school. And this biotech company is offering me way more money. They're offering me to get paid once a week. I can learn something new. And mind you, it's not really work I ever thought I would do or want to do. But at that point, I figured I'll check it out. And so I did. And thanks to my training in working with children, I was able to really succeed quickly in biotech, people management, and process improvement. You know, it really, the skills learned and developed working with children and families really allowed me to succeed in biotech, in manufacturing. And I stayed for almost 10 years and learned all kinds of procedures and learned all kinds of things I never thought I would learn, never even heard of before. It just turned out that those skills, working with children, and the skills in process improvement and people management and HR, became a perfect marriage of skills to help preschools in different ways, in ways I never knew existed again. You know, so it really was kind of fortuitous in the sense that it wasn't planned. It came to be. And I feel fortunate that I was given opportunities in different industries that then led me to do this, luckily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So staffing continues to be one of the biggest pain points for directors, without a doubt, right? So what do you see as the biggest disconnect between like how centers hire and what today's educators are really looking for?
Yeah, my experience has been the disconnect is in them just finding each other, right? Sometimes you just can't find each other, whether that's because Indeed's too complicated and too expensive, or because whatever other recruiting platform's too complicated and too expensive, or because a teacher is tentative or hesitant and doesn't want to like leave their role because they're not sure about the school they're talking to. You know what I mean? It just feels like there's not an opportunity to really get to know each other safely on both sides, right?
Yeah.
Both sides feel unsure and worried. Not to mention, do teachers ever want to leave their kids? Teachers never want to leave their kids, the
Yeah.
group they're with. So to leave the school they're actually already in, no matter what the environment may be, takes a real leap of faith.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes teachers are worried about leaving the school they're in because they just are unsure, and so they end up not doing it. So even though the environment isn't for them, they don't leave when they should. But they don't leave because there's no process in place that feels it's for them. It doesn't feel like there's a process in place that's safe for the teachers to explore and try something different.
Mhm.
And same as the
Yeah.
schools, right? Because schools don't take anyone's side unseen. You can't just bring a teacher in and say, "Oh, great, we found someone," right? It takes time. It
Yeah.
takes a get to knowing, right? It takes, it's a leap of faith on the school side too. So I feel like process, there was no process to meet each other and find ways to really feel that safety and security and that exploration, I think
Yeah.
is what I see, you know?
Yeah. So I feel like many directors feel stuck on relying on like agencies or short-term fixes. Like
Yeah.
how does ratio staffing help restore that control and transparency in the hiring process?
Yeah. So, with Indeed, you have to either choose to pay per click or choose to pay per month, right? And with the per click, that budget goes like no one's business because every single click they're
Oh my
charging you,
God.
right? Yeah, so that budget's gone.
There
Of
was,
course,
yeah.
right?
There was a
Yeah,
there was like a period, I think we were paying like $20 an application
yeah,
like 2 years ago. Like
yeah.
and
They had
for somebody who worked at Burger King, like no
yeah,
offense, but they had
exactly.
zero
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. Then they had the pay per application feature, which was even worse. It was so bad they got rid of it because of the feedback. They removed that because that pay per application feature made no sense because I had to pay for it, even though that person, I may never even talk to that person. I might
Hmm.
pay for the application, I might reach out to them, I may never talk to them, yet I paid for it. And when you
Yeah.
talk to Indeed, they say, well, we can't control what happens after someone applies. And I was like, I understand that, but I can't control that either. But yet you're charging me for it.
Yeah.
So that process was so bad they got rid of that. So they maintained the pay per click, pay per month, or excuse me, pay per day or pay per month. When you pay per day, they charge you per click. When you pay per month, they charge you if someone begins the application process, quote unquote, right? Then they want to charge you to review resumes. Standard resume review, $120. You can reach out to 30 people, which is never enough. So to get more than 30 contacts, you got to pay $400 a month for the premium package to get
Hmm.
100 contacts, which ends up being, of course, too many sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So what they do is Indeed, and then of course they say we recommend you spend $1,200 a month. They say, right? And then they give you the estimated applicants that you're going to get in that period of time. Meanwhile, if you drop that $1,200 down to say 200, that range of estimated applicants is what? Two less, maybe three less, so nothing's real, right? It's all
Yeah.
about them getting paid. Then Indeed doesn't care about who you get to meet, who you talk to. They care about getting paid, right? And so same as the sub agencies and the staffing agencies, childcare careers, CE subs, all these kinds of things. Their goal is to restrict. Their goal is to maintain their group of teachers. Their goal is to keep you from them long term so they get paid more.
Right.
So for me, I don't agree or believe in restricting. I don't come from a place of I have to win only. I come from a place of we win together. I don't come from a scarcity perspective. I come from there's enough out there if we work together,
Yeah.
right? And so why would I keep a teacher from you? Why would I restrict you from hiring a teacher? Why would I stop you from trying to meet them and see them, right? So our platform's entirely different. You get to search teachers as part of your subscription package. You get to save teachers. You get to reach out to teachers directly if you want, and they can contact you directly also, right? We increase and encourage connection amongst each other. Also, more importantly, we only have preschool teachers on our platform, no one else. We have
Okay.
confirmed, verified, only early childhood educators on our platform only. So you save so much time and energy with just that alone, right? There's no
Yeah.
noise. So there's no more noise. Sorry,
Yeah,
that was
that's
maybe a long answer, but
no, no, that's okay. That's okay.
I get excited about it because
Yeah.
Indeed and these companies just make it so complicated and so difficult so unnecessarily.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Like, what trends are you seeing in either substitute or enrichment staffing that centers should be paying attention to as we move into the next year? Because we're
Yeah,
like mid-October here.
yeah. You know what I'm seeing is, especially in the Bay Area, there's more and more desire to be a substitute because what I'm seeing is this desire and need for flexibility in people's lives,
Yeah,
right? And
that's a good one.
not only the flexibility, right? It's more about kind of personal, maybe professional safety in the sense that let me go explore this philosophy. Let me
Hmm.
go explore this age group. Let me go explore this school size, right? Let me give me
Hmm.
the freedom to explore. Let me grow professionally before I commit to you.
Yeah,
So I definitely a trend in this desire to want to explore and better themselves as teachers. And so how do they get to do that safely?
yeah,
And through the subbing you can do that.
yeah. So I'm not going to call myself old, but a more seasoned professional, right?
Right.
I have had the privilege to work with multiple generation
Mm.
staff now, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And so I feel like the trend that I have seen is uh, that you're onto something with the flexibility. They don't. A lot of folks don't always want to work the 5 days a week, and then you always get the. I don't hate to say the crappy shift, but you always end up with the closing shift,
Right.
right? Because when you're the new guy, everybody
That's
wants to
right.
work 7 to 4, right? But we don't close at 4, right?
Right.
So I think you're right there in terms of having that flexibility, even if you didn't want to go to other locations all of the time, just being able to have maybe more of a schedule that meets your needs. Because these kids now are much more value their time over money. You
Right.
know,
That's right.
that's definitely a more. I'm gonna go and live in a van for
Right.
2 months and take hiatus,
Right.
which God bless them. I mean, we didn't. If we grew up with the technology at the young age, right? If I saw pictures of Bali every day, I might probably want to go, right?
Exactly.
We didn't have that, right? We saw one picture in the science, science and social studies book,
That's right.
right? But there it is a whole new world. And so I do love that for them. And I don't think they've got it all wrong. So technology from the old person standpoint, that's where I was going with that. From
No,
the
you're
old
yeah, you're
person
exactly right.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
tech
exactly right.
can feel intimidating in early childhood education. So, how do you help directors see technology not as a barrier, but a tool for connection and empowerment?
Yeah, you're exactly right, and I love you bringing that up because I feel like our platform is finally giving teachers and schools the benefit of the modern age, right? Finally, technology is for us now too, right? It feels like there's, you know, obviously in our world, technology is nonstop and it's everywhere, except when it comes to benefiting the teachers directly, right? There's lots of software out there and technology schools use to connect schools to parents,
Yep.
schools to payroll, schools to whatever. But I hadn't seen anything that actually benefits the teacher's daily life. At the same time, I didn't see it benefiting directors on their day-to-day operations with teachers. And um, so I think when I talk to directors and they see it, I think they see, and when I talk to them, it's clear that it's very simple. It's not meant to make your day any harder. Our full intention from day one was to make your day easier, smoother, and bring calm to the day. So I think when they see it and they see that it's intuitive and it's not complicated at all, it brings some relief to them when they see it, like, oh, okay, I understand this. I can use this. This is easy because it's not some complicated, big new thing. It's simply allowing you to do your job. Also, we're very open, me and the tech team, we're open to adjustments and things changing. So I always let schools know, like, let me know if there's something you see that you don't like, that's not working, you think should be added, removed, whatever, just tell me. I don't take it personal. I want to hear if it's not working. I want to hear how to make it easier for you. So I think when they believe that, when they see me do that, I believe it helps them feel like this is for me. It's not a strange thing or someone else's thing. It is my thing. You know what I mean? I think it helps bring ownership around it, right? And so it doesn't feel intimidating because it's yours and you can change it.
Yeah.
You
What's
know what
the most what's the most surprising thing that you've heard from centers or teachers using the Ratio app so far?
I think what was most surprising was because I don't know how I didn't think about it, not about my ego, just I'm surprised.
Toot the horn, toot the horn.
Yeah, no, no. Yeah,
We want to know, Paul. What are people saying?
I was surprised that they said their teachers are taking time off.
Okay.
Right? They said their overall environment and their overall morale had increased because their teachers weren't afraid to take their time off
I
anymore.
love that. Yeah.
Right? Because they knew someone's going to come cover their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they're calling in sick when they're supposed to. They're taking
Mm-hmm.
vacation that they should take, or they've earned, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking the time off, so it's reducing burnout, increasing morale, increasing retention, because teachers are happy and healthy because they know,
Yeah.
oh, great, a sub's coming for me.
It's a real
And
problem.
it's
Yeah.
a real, yeah, right. It's a real problem. And not only is there a sub coming, it's a sub that we chose as a school, as a team. It's
Yeah.
not a random sub just showing up at your school.
Yeah.
It's a sub you talked to and a sub you selected. It's not
Yeah.
some random person just showing up, right?
Yeah.
So for some reason, I don't know why. For whatever reason, I mean, I don't know why I didn't think about teachers taking time off. Meanwhile, that's the whole reason why I had the sub issue is so you could take time off, right? But
Right.
I wasn't thinking of the teachers.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I was even thinking like, oh, teachers are so happy that my school has Ratio because they're taking time off. I was like, oh yeah, duh. You know? So that to me was really surprising and just really heartfelt. Also, I've been surprised that majority of the bookings are not for same day calling in sick. It's to cover planned outages, right? Like next month, I know this person's going on maternity leave. Next
Mm.
month, I know they have a surgery. Next month, I know whatever, right? They have vacation coming next month. So they're booking people in advance and getting coverage in advance. So not only you're getting same day real time relief, you're getting to plan your year. And so imagine like the amount of headspace that gets cleared up, at least for me, when I have things I know, okay, that's already covered. All that room in my head's now open to think about whatever else today instead, you know?
Yeah. What excites you most about the future of ratio staffing and the possibilities that it brings to the field?
Yeah, for me, I feel like what really excites me when I envision the future, to me, I see just thousands of happy, functional, healthy schools, right? I see fully staffed rooms. I see kids, happy and excited and meeting new teachers because when I think about it, I think about the preschool class being enriched. I think about the children getting more connection to enrichment teachers, right? To speech pathologists and those substitutes that they may love. Maybe I envision like you were saying, different generations of teachers. Maybe there's a retired teacher who wants to come and spend some time with the children, right? And there's so much benefit as we know in that, right? Like so to me I see like dynamic, just fluid preschools that are full of life and full of health right? And full of just possibility and wonder again, because we get to be together in the way we want it to be and need it to be for the children. And that, so to me, that's exciting to think about all the different possibilities this platform unlocks for preschools. Also, I think about a world where there are musicians and yoga teachers and painters and writers, right? And dance instructors who get to keep doing their job. They can continue their passion and love for arts and bring that to children and keep it in our world. Because if you want to be a musician, you want to be a yoga teacher, you want to be an artist, you want to be a writer, you want to do those things, keep doing them. Don't stop doing it. Keep doing them and make some cash by bringing it to preschool's children as well.
Yeah.
Right? So keep that in our world. So to me, I think about the platform, there's this endless opportunity I feel to help our world and to help our country in that way is how I envision it, and I envision schools no longer paying expensive platforms like Indeed and wasting their time and money. I see schools with more time, more money, more happiness, right? More calm.
I like it. I like it, Paul. So is there anything that you want to leave the listeners with that I didn't ask you?
I think if I can leave the listeners with anything is, if you have a question, please don't be afraid to reach out. Honestly, like if there's something you want to talk about, if you need a change to the platform, if you want to get on the platform and you can't, there's a contact form on there that comes right to me. On Ratio Staffing, contact us, fill out that form. I get notified directly and you'll talk to me. And so I want to at least like to say, don't be afraid. And if you have questions, it's okay to ask them, and please do. And we want you on the platform to help you. And I promise my intention is solely to help preschools and preschool teachers. That's all we're trying to do with this company and with this platform. And so if you have any questions or any doubts or any thoughts, or you're excited, whatever it is, and let me know.
I have questions, Paul.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I have questions for days. So is it a flat fee for the month? Are there different tiered levels or?
Yeah, for the schools, there's different flat fee monthly subscriptions. So your costs never change. You can cancel anytime. There's no requirement for any kind of minimum number of months paid. Each tier has different access. And we're thinking about even altering those to, again, hopefully benefit more schools more frequently. So this is not set in stone. So the current monthly subscription costs are there. The current access levels are there. If you feel like it's not working for you and you want different access, you have an idea for different levels, let me know, because we're working on changing it now anyway as we speak. But I promise you, the high end, the highest monthly cost is less than what you're going to pay Indeed for just their monthly resume search, right? So it's affordable and effective. And for the teachers, there's never a cost. Teacher profiles are always free. You go on, make a free profile, you're in.
And approximately, like, if you're like, I'll make it big, like New England. Let's say you live in New England. Approximately how many teachers do you have, like, on standby?
Yeah, so we're just getting started in these regions.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just starting out. So you can get on and be some of our first teachers in New England.
Okay.
And there's also promo codes for the schools. Okay. So if you use Get In Ratio, that gets you 30 days, right?
Okay.
But since we're a guest on your podcast, we have special promo codes, of course, for your listeners. So if you put in directors, you get a 60-day free trial.
Look at Paul bringing us the goodies.
Yeah,
He didn't even tell me that. I didn't know.
Yeah, so if you put in directors, you get a 60-day free trial. So you can try it out for free. Don't worry about it, right? And make sure it works for you. But I don't want people paying if it doesn't work. If it's not working for you, don't pay, right? So get the free trial in, get in there and try it, and let us know what you think. And again, if there's something you don't like, we can fix it, right? We want it to work for you, and we want to make sure it works per region. So if you log in New England, it should make sense for you in New England, right? It's how we like to do it.
Okay. Well, this definitely sounds great.
Yeah.
I hope it takes off in New England because I'm sure my teachers and all the teachers in all the land would love to have pre-planned vacations with the subs already locked
Right.
and loaded. That sounds amazing to me. Thanks for solving a problem for our industry. I mean, definitely it's gotten a little bit better than it has in the last few years, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough going for sure. No, there is one other question that I'm going to let you go, Paul. You said pre-K teachers. Do you truly mean preschool teachers, or do you have infant, toddler, preschool, school age, or they just pre-K?
Yeah. Excuse me, thank you for clarifying. When I say preschool, I mean infant, toddler, twos, threes, fours, fives.
Infant to 5.
Infant to 5. Yep. No
Perfect. Okay.
school age. I have nothing against school age. It's not what
Yeah.
we're doing, right? We're serving
Sure.
preschools. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so also one thing I forgot to talk about too is it may seem scary, right? But it does behoove the schools to have their own teachers on the platform. Okay. And I'll tell you why. It's a conversation maybe that since this is a director's podcast, I would have. I
Mhm.
wouldn't have this with every podcast, honestly. It's sometimes like a private discussion, right? But since it's a director's chair, because the schools can think if my teacher has a profile on the platform, they're going to leave, right? But I'll tell you two things. One, what if there's a teacher that maybe needs a different fit, right? Allow them to allow them to explore then and find that different fit,
Mhm.
right? Naturally. Number two, sometimes there's schools where they have a teacher they love and they can't afford to give them full-time hours.
Mhm.
They only can give them part-time hours, right? Let them have a profile and they can fill the rest of their day with sub hours or a different school, right? And now they love you and your school, right? Because you trusted them and gave them freedom as
Mhm.
like they deserve. We're not restricting you.
Yeah.
We want you to flourish, right? And so it benefits the schools to have their teachers on too, which I know is like counterintuitive, right? And then, like I said, for some people, it feels scary. But for me, I feel like we're in the business again of connection and allowing people to flourish and
Yeah.
trusting each other. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I
So
do.
yeah,
I do, and we do that with our school age team. So our teachers that need full time, they'll work part time with us over at the preschool.
hmm
And then they work in the after school program, and then in the summer camp they just work at the after school program. But yeah, we do that too. That's how we kick our school age folks. A lot of them are our subs and our floats and so forth. But I'm lucky enough to have 3 schools and have that ability
yeah,
to do
you
that.
mix and match. Yeah,
But you're right though. Yeah, that's how we're able to keep them. And most of them been with us, 3, 4, 5 years,
yeah,
working school age part-time, but not really necessarily part-time. It seems like it would be a great fit for a college student too, who has classes on a certain day and
exactly. That's
yeah,
what I try and do. So I try and work with like local universities and community colleges to find ways to get like funnels,
yeah.
for those students, right? Because especially when you're just starting out.
Hmm.
It's your first job? You're going to school for it, you like the idea, and maybe you did some babysitting, but you haven't yet actually worked in a team in a classroom, which is different,
Yeah.
right? And so get on here, get a sub profile, go explore different age groups for real in real life, right? Go explore different philosophies in real life and get paid while you explore.
You do the vetting process, like you get their fingerprints, can't check, they put everything in their profile. How does that work
Yeah, we don't do the actual fingerprinting. What we do is we make sure that they have met the requirements for that region,
for that region? Okay,
and
perfect.
then in the profile they can say yes or no if they've met those requirements, though, right? Because then the school is going to decide, okay, maybe I'll interview them, I'll take them on and get them fingerprinted, right,
Yep.
and go through
Okay.
that process because maybe it's their
Yeah, yeah.
first job.
Sure. Okay.
Different regions are different, but like in California, I cannot get someone fingerprinted and have them in our licensing system. It has to be done through a licensed facility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in that way, I can't do those things, which is fine with
Hmm.
me because I want to make sure safety first, obviously, right?
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I follow industry standards. So we just stick to industry and legal standards per region is all we do. And I do nothing outside of that.
Do you partner with other techie kind companies? Tech companies? Just
No,
curious.
no.
But this is my business brain. See, this is where my coaching brain comes in. I'm like, this would work amazing if this like partnered with my parenting app or something.
Yeah, I know definitely I've thought of, like, since we're just starting out in this way with the platform, I've been doing the recruiting so I was doing recruiting one-on-one with teachers, with schools, helping them find teachers and directors the last like 8 years. And so and then I was doing the sub-platform manually. And it wasn't until last month, really, we opened up this whole new platform, like fully officially opened it up, right? And so I have ideas and things around partnership with tech companies. I just haven't explored them enough yet. And also, I want to make sure it's the right company, because I don't want to be viewed as a tech company. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I get it. Speaking of tech company, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Speaking of tech companies, I have to say, shout out to our sponsors at Jackrabbit Care. They are the amazing parenting communications platform that you need for everything on the back end of your office to give you more time to hang out with the kids and your staff and do more of the things you love. Because I know I hate paperwork. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in to the Child Care Director's Chair podcast. This is your host, Erica, signing off. As always, have a great day.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Child Care Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sacoccio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.